Hey, what's up? Welcome to a new video, and in today's video I will talk about some changes that could definitely improve the game, because we can all agree that not everything is perfect, and I have my own opinions and ideas on how we could improve the game overall in every aspect, and I will just give you my input on it. I also got some feedback from some community members, and I will also put those ideas into this video. Okay, let's start. Okay, now let's come to the matchmaking, the duels, the solo duels, duo duels, whatever. So we can all agree that it's not perfect, it's very unbalanced, and I have some ideas how to make it a tiny bit better. Obviously, we need to be very realistic. It will never be removed, okay? Because it's the main point of people spending money into it, and as a business perspective, yeah, they will not remove it. Game is how it is, but we could get a second ranked mode. This sounds very silly probably for some of you, and I will show you that in other games it is indeed possible. So we could just leave this ranked mode, matchmaking mode, in the game as it is, and put a second mode in it, a second matchmaking mode. So how do you motivate people to play those two modes? It's easy, you just give them different rewards for each matchmaking mode. It's easy as that, and then they will play it. We'd also need some changes in the gold rewards, because gold is very tiny. So for my ideas, I would like to see 200 more gold each day in the normal duels mode, and in the new duel mode, in the new matchmaking mode, 300 gold more. So we could get like up to 1000 gold per day just from dueling. I think that's kind of fair. It's doubled of the amount that we have right now. And on the new duel mode, I would also add an extra 10 gems per day. I don't think it's too crazy. I think it's still not too high for free-to-play players, but it's definitely a better reward system. We get more rewards and you progress at least a little bit. Right now, I think that a lot of free-to-play players don't feel a progress at all, because you are so stuck with either you farm for echoes or for gold. This is just not okay. Oh, sorry, I almost forgot to tell you how I imagine a second matchmaking mode with level cap. So just as an example, I would say, for example, until 2000 you have level 9 caps, until 4000 you have level 10 caps, 6000 11, 7000 level 12, 8000 level 13, and then with Magic Awakened there's no more level cap. I mean, obviously at the highest rank possible you cannot put any level caps, that would not make any sense, but what would also be a possibility is to change the numbers. I mean, maybe Magic Awakened is not the highest rank anymore, or is at 10,000, you know, and not at 9,000. So there is a lot of possibilities to change those things. But yeah, those are my ideas. I hope you can understand what I mean. But now I will show you a game where those matchmaking modes are already in use. And here we have Clash Royale, one of the biggest mobile games out there, a very big esports scene and everything. And they implemented, I don't know, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. I haven't played in a while, but they implemented a while ago two ranked modes, two matchmaking modes. So as you can see, just an example, my card levels here are 30, 14, 13, whatever, okay? And now in the game mode that I played, it got lowered to 11 or so, okay? If your cards are even lower, they will not get upgraded, but if they are higher, they get lowered. So, and like I said, you have two different rewards. You see here 3000 gold, 6000 gold, whatever. And then I change to the other mode and they are totally different rewards. So this definitely motivates people to play both modes, because they want to get the most possible outcome there. So this was just to give you an idea. And I think a lot of things that we will see in this video, we can compare to Clash Royale, because it is another card game. It is the same genre, let's say it like this. And they did a lot of good stuff. I don't want to say they did everything perfect, but Magic Awakened could learn a lot from Clash Royale. So let's continue. Okay, so now we are outside of Hogwarts, and here we come to the next change that I would definitely add into the game. It would be a weekly reset from pots and chests. So we don't need to get like the amount of chests and pots that we had like every week, but a few pots, a few chests around Hogwarts. I know that some people said, yeah, there is a reset, whatever, but to be honest, I never noticed new pots or chests, and I think that those are just chests and pots that some players missed. As far as I know, there is no reset, and we should have like a reset, so that means new pots, new chests every week, a bit of more rewards, a bit more gold, a bit more gems. I think everyone would appreciate it. Free-to-play players, pay players. I mean, it's another thing that you then have to do. It's a bit more variety, and like I said, at least it's a different thing to do besides of dueling, because let's be honest, right now there's not that crazy much to do besides of dueling, so we need to improve the PvP side of the game. Now let's come to the forest. It's pretty straightforward. I would definitely re-add the gold into the car, but hey, stop it. With all my ideas here, we don't need to get the same amount of gold as we had before, because obviously we still have to into the gold path for whatever forest event that can get you a good amount of gold, sorry. But let's say you can get 300 to 500 gold per day from the car. Very good, very good. It's not bad, it's more gold, why not? I know that a lot of people will be like, okay, it's enough, I want 20,000 gold per day from car. I'm just taking a random number, but you need to always stay a bit realistic. This game is meant to be played for years, months, years, whatever, and not for just a few weeks and then you're done and have everything maxed. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, there are people who spend 100,000 euros in the game or so, they have their account maxed. Sure, that exists, okay, but usually those games are meant to be played for years. You know, it's a long time MMO, competitive game, whatever. Yeah, I don't even know how to call it correctly. Okay, here another thing, and actually I got the idea from the community, but it makes totally sense and I have the same opinion. We don't want to be treated differently in our version of the game. So, as you know, there are two publishers in the game right now. It's NetEase and Warner Bros. And NetEase does some additional things to the game that we just don't get, and it feels a bit weird. So as you can see on the picture I put here right now, there are currently some tournaments going on from NetEase and the top players get the gems. Okay, I agree. In those tournaments, obviously the whales, people who already spend a ton of money to the game, will be the ones that get rewarded. But I don't know, it's just an additional thing that they do. Why don't we get those kind of things? It makes Warner Bros., let's be real, look very, very bad, and it's just unfair. Why do they get it and we don't get it? Just because it's another publisher? It's still the same game and we still play against those kind of players in the game. So this is not fair. If this is already starting like this, how will it be in the future? How many differences will there be between both versions? And this is just not right. We want the equal treatments, the same treatments. So yeah. Please, Warner Bros., give us also tournaments like this. I understand that it's another publisher, he can do whatever he wants, but it makes Warner Bros. As a publisher look really bad. Talking about differences between NetEase and Warner Bros., we need to be realistic. The communication has not been perfect from Warner Bros. Okay, granted, I think it has been a tiny bit better lately because the last patch notes, I think we got them before the update went live. Usually it's afterwards. I think that was beforehand, so it gets a little bit better, but the communication needs to be on top, because here again, most of our news that we get, content creators and everyone overall, we get them from the Facebook fan page from NetEase. This is just not normal. Why do we get the informations from NetEase first before Warner Bros. Gives us the informations? Yeah. Yeah, I'm speechless. Those things need to be changed. I mean, communication is a key to success in life and everywhere overall. So I hope this will get better, because that's what a lot of people are also asking. Okay, now to some of the next things. Prices are just too expensive overall. Maybe not even gems by themselves, jewels, sorry, but like the bundles, the things that you can buy with them, they're just a little bit too expensive. And I have a very great comparison here again. I need to compare it to other games, sorry, but that's just how it works in nowadays. So let's take the Magic Pass. The Magic Pass, the big one, let's take the big one. It costs 23, 24 euros. It depends on where you live, okay? Let's say 23, 24, okay? It's not that cheap, to be honest, for a Magic Pass. And the Magic Pass, let's look at it. 1 month. It's a Magic Pass for 1 month. The big one costs 23, 24 euros for 1 month. This is just an example. This is Clash Royale. Their big pass, their small pass costs $6.99 and their big pass costs $14.99. Yeah, big difference there. Big difference. Besides that, Clash Royale, even though some of you don't know the game, it's, like I said, one of the biggest mobile games out there, and it's way bigger than Magic Awakened. And I know it's not always easy to compare the games to, but just saying, it is very, very, very on the expensive side of games. I admit myself, I think I never played a game where the monetization is so high. Unless we talk about Diablo Immortal, but I immediately uninstalled this game because Diablo Immortal is another level of monetization in-game. But yeah, just saying, there's always room for improvement, and if you lower the prices a little bit, you will see that more people will buy it. I don't know. I talk like this, but they have a marketing team. Marketing team, that should be their work, to think smartly about those things and to see how to get the most money out of people. It's a business, right? It's normal. That's how it works. So why don't you casually put outfits out there for, hey, let's say 25 euros. Okay, 25 euros. Very, very good outfits that people like. Like, looking at the community right now, they're crazy about outfits. So why don't you put out more outfits for just to buy straight away? Okay, no, we had the purple sweater with the beer on it. That one was really cool. That one was 680 jewels. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I loved it. One of my favorite outfits out there. But why don't you do this more often with whole outfits? I think the community would appreciate it a lot. I think more people would buy into it. And yeah, I just put the Clash Royale away. It was like on the way. Sorry, I didn't pay attention to it. But yeah, it's very straightforward. I think it's very normal. Everyone can see how it works and how you would get more people into the paying boat and also make people more happy. I don't say that you need to cut the price in half. I know a lot of people want that, or even lower. Let's just say make it 25% less expensive, make outfits more often in a shop to buy them. Easy, easy. Even the magic pass is so expensive, but I already talked about this. Okay, now let's come to clock turn and red keys. It's pretty short, but I will talk about it. So now, as a free-to-play player, you have that one bundle with 10 keys that you can buy one time, I think, with the orange gems. And then afterwards, if you are here, you can just buy one each time. It's so weird. I don't understand it. Why did they took that away? So now you cannot just buy a 10 times bundle, because then it's only possible with pink jewels. But yeah, it's just, I don't understand it. Please re-add them. Besides that, even with the clock turn keys, there was just like more possibility for free-to-play players to buy those, or for low spenders, whatever. But this was a change I will never understand. It doesn't add up, doesn't make any sense, and I hope they will revert it and put it back as it was 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago. I cannot even remember anymore. Now to the event side of things. I know that we have currently the Chocolate Frog Sweet Spree event, whatever. It's fine to get a little bit more variety, but we need to have more variety in the game. So this means, why not make like every week a new mode activated? I know that from the other version of the game, Taiwan version of the game that has already been there for 2 years, there are a lot more possibilities. They have like Battle Royale modes, free for all, like we already have seen like 1 month ago. So why not make a change like every week, like for real? That would bring more diversity into the game, more variety. I think a lot of people would appreciate it. Maybe add a little bit of rewards for that special event mode. I think people would like this. I mean, I sound like I'm the marketing guy, but I think sometimes companies need to listen to the community. I think that's very important, and that's one of the big keys to success. Now, a next big point, and for me this one is very important, and I also don't understand it, is bug fixes need way too long. Way too long. I don't understand it. I never played a game where bugs need so long to get fixed. We have now, I think it's already the second week or so that we are in the situation that we have like over 150 ping players from Europe and whatever. how can these not be fixed yet? Like I said, it's been over a week, and these are crucial bugs. Granted, with 150 ping or so, you can play this game. It's not as bad as in other competitive games, but it's still, in some cases, you don't hit your cards, your spells, whatever, because of the high ping. And dueling is the main aspect of the game. So if dueling is the main aspect of the game and we have such a bug, I'm not a developer, I'm not an IT guy, okay guys? So I don't know how long it takes, but those people, they learned it. That's their job. If it's your job, it needs to get done quickly, otherwise the customers will not be happy. Unhappy customers will leave. That leads to no money for the company. Sorry guys if I sound a bit too harsh, but that's just logic, and I don't understand how those things can take so long to do. I'm speechless with some things. You know guys, I'm in a position of an ambassador, I know that, but I will always be real, and if some things are just not right, I will tell them straight away. It's just how it is, and I also don't fear to say to Warner Bros. I mean, it's a problem. I will not say, hey, it's amazing, I love to have a ton of bugs in the game, or to have super bad situations and just pretend to be that it is good. No, I will not be like this. We need to be honest with it. Things need to change in the game, otherwise people will leave. It's just how it is. And this game has so much potential, like the dueling aspect and everything, how they made it. NetEase made a huge job with programming this game, with developing this game. They did a very, very, very good job. But now the big part comes in to make the community happy, to get more players into the game and everything. With the right decisions, you can even make a proper esports game out of it. But you need to make the right decisions. One last thing that I would also add into the game is just more PvE modes. Like the Quidditch event. I know that in Taiwan they have it, like Quidditch overall, but here we don't have it. So there's just not enough PvE content. So I think a lot of people from the community would appreciate it if we would have like more PvE content like the Quidditch game. And yeah, those were some of my ideas. So there are way more things that we could change into the game, but I don't want to make this video 1 hour long, okay? I just wanted to give you some of my ideas. And yeah, maybe you agree or you don't agree. Leave your opinions down below, but please be realistic with changes, okay? So as I already said in the video, having like 10,000 free gems a month is just not realistically, okay? There needs to still be a change between free-to-play players and people who spend money into it. Otherwise, people will just not spend money into it, and that's bad for the business. And then, you know how it is. But yeah, I would like to hear your opinion in the comments down below, because I'm sure some of you have great ideas. Just leave them down below. Otherwise, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, especially if you want to see more contents like this. And yeah, I'd say see you on the next video. Bye bye.